Wetherspoons, the iconic British pub chain with nearly 1,000 pubs across the UK, is known for its cheap pints, outspoken founder, and colourful reputation. This documentary follows the staff at the Giddy Bridge in Southampton to show what it's like working on the front lines in one of Britain's busiest pub chains. The day starts at 6 a.m, when the morning's manager, the cleaners, and the kitchen staff arrive.
Morning. My name's Jade, I'm a shift leader here. I've worked for Wetherspoons for 2.5 years and I've worked at the Giddy Bridge the entire time. I quite like doing opens because then I'm up and I've got the rest of the day, because I'd finish at like 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock and I've got the rest of the day to do whatever I want, but I am really bad at getting up early, so. I'm contracted 32 hours a week. I normally work between 40 and 45. It's quite a lot sometimes, but I've got bills to pay. I've had quite a few jobs. My first few jobs were like other waitressy jobs when I was younger. I worked at Tesco's while I was at uni, and then after I graduated I was a legal administrative assistant for a little bit, and then I've just worked here. When I first took this job I was actually only planning on being here for a few weeks. But I seem to have been here a bit longer than a few weeks, so I'm not really too sure at the moment what I'm doing. Like, I'd like to use my degree, but I suppose I could use it for Wetherspoons at some point, so I don't really have the answer to that question right now. Sound like my mom. So when I first started working here, I didn't really think that the hours affected my social life at all, because quite a lot of my friends work here and my boyfriend works at another Wetherspoons pub, so he does similar hours to me. But I did realise the other day that I have not in fact seen any of my friends that work 9 to 5 for a very, very long time. So they like to meet on the weekend and do stuff on the weekends obviously, but that is the times I'm working most hours. We've got some regulars that come in that are quite nice, good for a chat. They come in every day from 8 a.m, the second we're open, they're here till sometimes 11 when we close, sometimes earlier in the day, I don't know. One of them actually bought me an advent calendar that I have now opened, so he's an absolute legend. The other customers, you get like a mix. Some of them are really nice, friendly, easy, bish bash bosh, done, but obviously you get those few difficult customers that come in, they're just Karens that are going to complain. Nothing's wrong, but I'm going to complain anyway. Like that guy who was upset that there was mushrooms in his mushroom risotto. A Karen is a customer that complains about everything and anything that they can, and they always would like to speak to the manager.
Starting from 8 a.m, more staff arrive for the breakfast service.
I'm actually nervous, I'm going to pour back. There was barely any lime juice. I'm just saying.
There's a whole 2 whammy lime squeezed in.
So mouthy.
I'm actually in all the stuff. Look at me, still a bar associate.
How long have you both worked here now?
Over 2 years.
A long 2 years.
As well as managing the morning staff, Jade has to make sure the pub is set up for the busy day ahead.
I am. It's my 5 minutes of fame.
The kitchen staff are busy working their way through the orders for breakfast.
name is Sam and I'm a bar associate at Wetherspoons. Worked for the company for a year and 4 months now and been at the Giddy Bridge for a year.
I was nominated for Sexiest Bartender of the Year 3 years running. 10:30 each time. Pissed off about it.
The hours I work can be quite long, can sometimes not get enough. They can be very unsociable hours, waking up late into the day because you've been to finish the night before. The finishes can run into the early hours of the morning. It can make you quite tired and affect your day-to-day life. My social life has been affected quite differently, I suppose, at the Giddy. The positive aspect being that I've met an amazing group of people that I wouldn't have normally met just through day-to-day life, and made some friends, really good friends that I wouldn't have made before. But then on the flip side of that, well, I'm a university student, so nights out, house parties, I've been missing out on events with my group.
To be fair, normally I just stand out in the rain and get wet and contemplate my life, because they are paying me to do that.
Is that in your contract?
It's in the small print.
Being a student, the job, it's affected my studies, I suppose, positively and negatively, in the sense that I've been able to get inspiration off of the other people here to kind of drive me forward to study harder, to reach positions that they're in, but at the same time, obviously when I'm here, I can't be studying. There's a few funny stories from working here. Not all of them have happened to me, thankfully. It's quite funny when you're walking past Glass Wash and somebody with the nickname Smash smashes a whole tray, and then you walk past 20 minutes later and the exact same thing happens. I guess they don't give out nicknames for free around here. There's other things that happen that aren't so funny, a couple of fights and stuff, but obviously we have good bouncers and they know what they're doing there.
Yeah, I've actually been learning the script of, you know, the advert? It's like Born in Chelmsford but made in the Royal Navy. I'm going to perform that for you, but Giddy Bridge. We don't answer the phones here.
I mean, there's many things that you need for a shift to be a good shift. There's staff morale, that has to be high. If you've got even one person in a mood, just for any reason not related to the pub, that can bring the whole mood of the shift down. You're also kind of, there's a pot of luck part to it, with you don't know what's going to come at you. There could be a customer come in who's had way too much that you have to cut off because it's illegal to serve a drunk person. Then you don't know how they're going to react to that. It could kick off a bit and that could ruin the shift, you know? If I were to sum up the job in one word, I'd have to say volatile, probably just due to the fact that it can be so good, it can be so bad. You just never know what you're going to get when you come in, and it can change just like that.
It's not going yet, you've got time.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so going everywhere. Calling it now, it's going everywhere.
You got fish?
We got a fish tank yesterday.
I haven't got fish yet. It's really exciting.
With the breakfast rush over, the afternoon is less busy, giving the staff time to clean up and get the pub in order for the busier evening.
Jacob will share his yogurt with me.
My third one as well. If you'd have come down earlier, I would have given you one.
What do you mean? It's your third one. Get on.
£3 for £2. There you go, Casey. Where's cutlery?
In the bin.
Huh?
In the bin. Jump the fish. It's my colour.
Oh my god, you still haven't taken it out.
I can do it too with candy. Where was I going?
I used to love them.
What, wiping your ass? Thanks, this is where I fuck up with that. Why'd I do that? It is. I'm sure it was that. Right, it wasn't hard.
It's evening now, and service begins to pick back up, especially in the kitchen.
Hello, chicks. Minute 30.
Downstairs at the bar, the evening rush has begun.
Here we are watching the Wetherspoons employee not know what to have for dinner because he's fed up with the menu.
For 15 minutes, babe, right?
Yes, please.
Do that again. Do it again.
I think that made it worse, to be honest.
Oh, cheers.
There was a female checking the male toilet. Outrageous. So I was like, replied like, the sign does say they made me check by both male and female staff. He was like, it's just not good enough, it's not okay. I was like, obviously you've got a really small penis and you don't want the girls to see.
That's JD, that's JD.
Are you sure?
Yeah. JD bubbles up a lot, like Morgan's, but worse.
Can you prove 33?
I'm no longer needed, apparently.
Woo! 2 people locked in the toilets. It's not good enough, not Wetherspoon standards. We're thinking of shutting the pub down because of the trouble it's caused. As you can see, all these people are very angry.
The pub is at its busiest between 9 and 10, with floor staff bringing out the food and the bar staff serving drinks.
We are in the Giddy Bridge glass wash. As you can see, there's lots of glasses that need washing and lots of glasses that need putting away. And I'm not going to do either.
The roof terrace closes at 11, giving the staff time to start clearing up.
Just cleaning up the terrace, as you can see. I've already cleaned it up a bit, so it's not too much of a mess, which is good. But yeah, this is one of the better jobs, because I don't have to deal with anyone.
Nice and peaceful.
Oh yeah, that's what we like. Yeah, terrace is closed, guys, sorry, thank you. They were alright. Yeah.
Do you get me, bro? I'm just saying. Mate, I'm from the end. This is how I talk.
Are you recording? You should be recording.
Huh?
You use the twat.
You're trying to film me now as well. You think you're funny, cameraman? Is that it? You think you're funny? You're a fucking go. How's it gonna be when you have to pay for that smashed lens, yeah? It's just been a really hard shift because all the girls asking for my number, you know? It's tough on me. It's tough on the old heart, you know?
I'm so excited.
As the bell rings for time at the bar, the staff can now start closing down as they wait for the customers to leave. One of the first jobs to do is in the cellar, where all the ales are stored.
I'm closing cellar, so I mean I'm pretty new to it. I haven't done it that many times before, but just got to make sure the ales keep it their best overnight, and then like racking and tapping, venting them, you know, really exciting stuff, and then just making sure the cellar's tidy and clean is about it, to be honest.
On the dot.
That's perfect, mate. Exceptional.
It's midnight. The last customers leave the pub. The chairs and tables are brought inside. Only now, with the doors locked, can the close down really begin.
That's it.
Paris, what are the different jobs you've got to do on a close down?
Oh god, don't do that. There's bar, floor, bottle up, glass wash, and then kitchen if you want to include kitchen, but... Did you call that on camera, right? He just tried to assault me.
Missed it.
Close.
What's close? Sing la la la.
Hate bar, but obviously I'm doing bar right now. Favourite job ever.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Scott told I was on cellar. What have I done?
Do you know what you were on after cellar? Floor.
No one never told me.
Hurry up.
On floor,
I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm going.
I'm going back in cellar.
No, don't.
Jacob, come on, mate. There's no need to be like this. Jacob, you know how you have like mad OCD for condiments? Do you want to do them?
No.
Yeah, fair play.
On after close downs, most of the time we leave about... We're finished working about 12:30, I think. But we'll go home. We'll have a few drinks, go home like 1:30, 2:30, maybe.
Cool. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. See, that's just the little morale boost that staff need, just to be told you appreciate it.
Do you believe it?
No, I don't appreciate him, but if I tell him I do, you know, he's going to believe it.
Do you want to put bar back together? So, you got all these bits of that, just put it on the side.
Have you done the fucking menus, mate?
I'm doing the sodium.
Mate, you're doing the sodium carbonate.
No, it's just sodium.
Sodium chloride.
Mate, you're sodium chloride.
Huh? Oh wow, super attractive.
I can't tie him back.
Oh my god.
I can tie him back.
Am I going my hardest?
She fancies me.
10 minutes early.
Yes, I guess I'll get there.
The latest time I've ever stayed to is probably 5 AM and that was my first shift. It's horrendous. It was a Tuesday night. It was so busy. Oh. Hello.
The close down is completed and the staff can clock out, put their feet up and have a well-earned break.
My mum knows I smoke everything. She's calm, but.
Yeah, I don't smoke personally, but.
We're gonna lose.
No, he's still thinking you.
No, I think. Nah, Louis in glass wash tomorrow.
Louis not even here tomorrow.
Louis
He's still in glass wash.
Little birdie. 2 a.m. and the last remaining staff finish off and lock up.
I've checked the doors already. You're taking that drink. Who's Sainsbury's bag as well?
Rubbish. Chuck it in the bin, Ash. In the bin.
Right, thank you for tonight, guys.
It's alright.
Right, I'm just going to check side gate. Yeah, and you're taking your break. You're taking
Time
your
to
break.
head home after a long day, ready to do it all again tomorrow.
Yeah, all good. Shall do.